Hello. So I am back, and let me just say it has been stressful for me the past couple days. And I have wanted to literally curl in bed and just sleep it off. I feel mentally and physically exhausted, and my body just keeps telling me, if you just lay in bed, you will feel better. If you just take a nap, you will feel better. If you just get some more sleep, you're going to feel better. And I have tried that, and it has not worked. So I was like, okay, clearly I am a little exhausted, but not to the point that I need to be essentially hiding in bed. So I decided to come on and just say, okay, brain, this is what we're going to do. We're going to not hide, which is an easy way to bury myself and do nothing. And instead, I'm going to come on and share what I'm going through and hopefully help you, because I'm sure somebody else is going through something very similar. So I think one of the things that I always think about when I'm hiding is it shouldn't be this way, right? Clearly, something's not working. I'm not doing it right. How can I even show up again when everything seems like it's going to crap? But I want to tell you and remind you, as I continue to remind myself, that it's all fine, right? I literally had a conversation, cry, mini breakdown with one of my coaches today, who I love dearly, and she had to gather me up, pat me on the back, and tell me it was all going to be okay. So I love her for that. But definitely one of the benefits of having a coach who could just help me see what I was thinking and why some of those thoughts may not be serving me right now. So let me tell you what happened. My kids have been gone at sleepaway camp for 3 weeks. And I, as a mom, have been stressing. Are they having fun? Was it a good decision that I sent them away to sleepaway camp because my kids have never been gone that long? And then they're not writing me. Everything okay? I'm not sure, all the brain chatter. It's and I go pick them up. My kids are like, we had a great time. They want to immediately sign up to do the same camp again next year. So no worries. They had a great time. And we're driving home, and I feel like we should be all in a happy place. We haven't seen each other for 3 weeks. They had a fabulous time away at camp. My husband and I had a little bit of time to debrief and relax and just enjoy some quality adult time. And I don't think we were in that car for more than 10 minutes before I felt like it was an explosion. People are arguing. The past 3 weeks are kind of wiped away, and we are back in the thick of it. Then I'm like, this is curious. What is going on here? And my daughter who I love, who is a mini me, and literally when I get into these discussions, heated discussions with her, it's like I am having a discussion with the miniature version of myself. So if anybody has kind of that relationship with a daughter, or I don't know, a sibling or a friend, you kind of know, it's like I'm arguing with myself. So yeah. And I came away from that drive just feeling like I am doing this all wrong. My best efforts are being thwarted. In my mind, I'm doing the right thing for the people around me. I'm trying to help them get what they want. Also, as a mom, trying to use that mom brain and helping to guide them to activities and things that are going to help them both now and in the future, right? But also just realizing, right, we're all human. And regardless of what our best intentions are, they don't always come across that way to sometimes ourselves, but also to those around us. And that's not a problem. And also that, I don't know, people can change their minds. And you have to kind of take that into account too. Not let that frustrate you, especially when you feel like you spent a lot of time and energy and effort to organize things or do things that now people are like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. Nah, I'm not interested, and not letting that be a huge problem. But also just giving myself some compassion and also giving compassion to the people around me, right? Giving compassion to my husband and my kids. It's been a long summer. We've had a great time, but it also can kind of wear on you when you're go, go, go and doing lots of things. And sometimes it's like information and stimulation overload for everybody. And at the end of the day, we are still family and love each other. But I don't know, if you have a normal family like mine, it also comes with its own set of challenges, right? Like, there are going to be times where everybody doesn't agree and you have family discussions and conflict. And it's just all a part of being human. And so it had me just feeling super down, super frustrated, really wanting to like hide and crawl and feel like, ugh, I can't do it anymore. I just don't want to do it. I just want to remove myself, hide in bed, and just kind of hibernate and sleep a bit. And so I am sure that you probably have those same thoughts and times where despite what you feel are your best efforts and your best intentions, things don't go the way that you had planned. And so I am just reminding myself that life does not always go as planned, even with our best efforts, even with our best intentions, even with our best thoughts in mind. And that actually is okay. It's not a problem. There is no reason for me to hide. There's no reason for you to hide. It does not mean that you are a problem or that life is just not lifing. Our brains are not just giving us the thoughts that don't always serve us. And so I have had to really regroup. After a little bit of a cry, I did cry. And I feel like that was probably also necessary. But I think sometimes it's just really hard when you get in those spaces and in those places that you just feel so overwhelmed mentally and physically that it's hard to know where to go. And so what I want to offer is sometimes a really great place to go is to a coach. And the distinction I will make personally is my coach is my friend and I love her dearly. But my coach helps me think about what I am thinking. She helps me to explore my thoughts and how they may or may not be helping me. And when she is in coach mode, like it's a very specific way of working through a problem or helping me to figure out how to work through a problem, as opposed to being in friend mode, where, she might be offering her own advice or her own experience. And those are just a little bit different. But it does help me to realize, once again, the benefit of my coach, the benefit of having that person like observe and help me to observe what I'm thinking, help me to really communicate and talk out why I am feeling frustrated, because I don't think I clearly knew why I was frustrated. But even just having her ask me questions and requiring me to speak the words was very helpful for me to further understand what was going on. And so if this is speaking to you, if you are feeling like, yeah, that's exactly what sometimes I feel like I'm in. That's the exact place where I feel like I might be getting stuck. If this is resonating with you, I want you to know this is exactly what I do for my clients, is help them to think about what they are thinking. Help them to explore why they are in a certain place, why they feel like they might be spiraling or not making progress in their own lives. And then helping them to find a solution, or maybe it's a series of possible solutions that they can then explore, like why they may or may not work. And the work is not always easy. Sometimes it can be really challenging to your brain because sometimes, again, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to even think about it. I just wanted to walk away and be like, not my problem. You take care of it. I'm going to curl up in bed, right? But it's doing that hard work. It's having to speak it out, think it out, really deciding what is important in this moment and why has been so helpful. So if this is something that you think you have questions about or might be interested in doing, or just kind of exploring that work, I would absolutely love to work with you. Just reach out. This is what I do with my clients. And I do think, it's life-changing. And every time I get stuck, I am reaffirmed about why I am here, why I do this for my clients, but also why I continue to meet with my coach, because it's so necessary. So you all have an amazing day. I am no longer hiding. I am here for you. And I just want you to know that, just keep coming back. Just keep doing the work because it really does make a difference in your life. Have a great day.